supposedly the guy that I knew had a gun on him. I was like, damn. My heart sank. It's done. Remember what I said before, guys. If you're gonna sneak out, have a plan. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to more Food Tales. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you have not subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. So today we have a KFC mukbang and a sit down story time, guys. This is my first time doing a story time, so hope you guys like it. We have the big bag of KFC right over here, and we're gonna get into that in a second. One last thing before we get into the story time: KFC over Popeyes. Let's get into this, guys. All right, guys, so we have the food all plated. Quickly, what I have some fries. I have their 4-piece original chicken, 2 barbecue sauce. I have their spicy double tender sandwich, and of course, that classic macaroni, guys. So today's story time, I'm gonna be detailing the first time I got caught sneaking out of my house. And this one was a very, very funny story because, listen, one thing I gotta say to you, if you're going to sneak out when you're in high school, make sure you have a plan in case you get caught. I had a plan and it worked, so stay tuned for that, guys. But first, we gotta take a bite of our chicken, guys. I'm super hungry, so we're gonna take a first bite of this, dip that in our barbecue sauce, guys. I love KFC. It's definitely better than Popeyes. All right, guys, so basically this story starts back when I was in high school, guys. I'm not gonna say what year it was because I'm not trying to age myself, right? So I had a friend. She was having a party, but the week before that, I actually ended up getting in trouble. I can't even remember why I got in trouble, but that weekend coming up, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. I already had it in my head, no matter what, I was going to this party. One, she was a really good friend of mine, and you're in high school, it's the weekend, like, who wants to just be kicked up in their house all day, right? So I was grounded that weekend. I wasn't supposed to be going out, but I had a plan, guys, to make sure I went out, and in case I got caught, well, to be honest, the plan was kind of on the fly. One moment. So I believe this was on a Friday. I waited for my parents to go to sleep. That's what you always have to do. I had my brother pretty much pick me up, but this was the key to the story, is that before I left my house, guys, I brought a change of clothes. Not a change of clothes so I could look fly at the party. A change of clothes so I looked raggedy. So I think I had like, some like busted jeans, like a little like raggedy long sleeve. Because this was a part of my plan, guys, and you're gonna find out later why I needed that. And by the way, I'm not condoning sneaking out of your house, but if you're gonna sneak out of your house, guys, when you're in high school, just make sure you have a plan, guys. All right, some of this macaroni. Anyways, my brother comes back, picks me up, turned off the alarm, made sure the chime was off, guys. If you know about the chime, make sure the chime is off, guys, because you do not want that to bait you out, guys. So essentially, took off the chime, hopped into the car, went to the party. Party was good. I'm enjoying myself. Meanwhile, I'm not thinking about anything. I'm not thinking about nothing back home. To me, I'm in the clear. I'm at the party. No one has called my phone. My sister hasn't called my phone. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna get away with this. That's what I thought. So, one thing that did happen at the party is that kind of closer to the end, me and some of the homies that were there, we did end up getting into a fight. Not really a fight, but kind of like we got into it with some next guys that were there. I mean, some people were saying that they were strapped up, meaning that they had a gun or whatnot, but I'm honestly, up to this day, I'm not really sure. But we kind of got into it. Nothing really happened, you know, high school stuff, people were just talking. But I used that to my advantage. Towards the end of the night, I'm getting ready to leave now. I have my change of clothes. I'm about a couple minutes out from my house. All right, guys, so at this point, I'm pulling up to my house. I changed into my raggedy clothes, guys. I wanted to make sure it didn't look like I was coming back from a party, looking all fly, and that, if anything, I was just outside chilling. But the plot thickens because when I basically got home, I'm coming back in and I went through the garage and I had like a side door to the garage that would lead into my basement. Hold on, let me get in. Sandwich is a little lonely, so let me get into the sandwich, guys. This is the spicy double tender sandwich, guys. Big bites only. All right, guys, so as I said before, I get home, my brother went through the front, I went through the side. I pretty much put on my clothes at the side over what I was wearing. So at this point, I'm like laughing, I'm smiling, I'm like, yes, I got away with it. No, definitely didn't get away with it. While I'm going upstairs, lo and behold, my dad is waiting right there. My heart sank. I was like, damn, it's done. Remember what I said before, guys? If you're gonna sneak out, have a plan. I get caught. I wasn't supposed to go out, but as I said before, I could not miss this party. But it didn't really look like I went out, so pretty much my dad was like, where were you? Are you sneaking back into the house? At this point, I'm trying to figure out, man, how am I gonna get out of this? I don't want to be grounded for a whole nother weekend, man. Like, it's already bad enough that I wasn't able to go out, but now I'm gonna have an extension onto it. So pretty much what I said is that my boys, they went to a party and they got into it with some guys that I knew, and supposedly the guy that I knew had a gun on him. I know, yes, very dramatic. When I was thinking for the home run hit, I was thinking like big. As I said before, I remember I stuck that into my head like, okay, you know what? I can set it up. The fact that like people were saying that one of the guys there were strapped, that we got into it earlier in the party. So pretty much I basically said that one of my boys hit me up and said, yo, so-and-so is here. They got into it with the guys that I went with, and he has a gun. So I told my dad this and basically said that like they called me because I knew the guy to come to the party to kind of like, you know, calm things down. When I actually think about it, it's probably really stupid because it's like, who like leaves their house in the middle of the night to go calm somebody down who has a gun? So in actuality, it was kind of stupid, but it worked. Well, kind of worked. I'm just explaining to my dad that that's the reason why I left the house. I'm pretty much like, why would you do that? Like, that makes no sense. Why would you leave to try to calm somebody down who has a gun? Basically, I just played it up that at the end of the day, I knew the guy. Like, me and him were boys. I didn't want anything to happen. So I went to the party, calmed him down. That's why I was dressed the way I was, raggedy. I told you, dressing raggedy was gonna come and benefit me. It took about 10 minutes of convincing my dad that like this is what it was. Hold on. And boom, that's how it worked, guys, because I had a plan. And honestly, when I think back to this day, I was talking to my sister and she was like, I just don't even understand how you got away with that, because guess what? I did not get an extension on the grounding. That's how I got away with sneaking out the first time. I mean, I snuck out obviously like before multiple times, but I never got caught like that. Like, that was just like red-handed. Can't really say nothing, you know what I mean? I really had to think on the spot and come with a good excuse. So it worked, guys. Didn't get into any extra trouble. I got to go to the party. I enjoyed myself. And obviously when I think back to it, like when you're young, like to come up with an elaborate lie like that, guys, it takes some skill. So, you know, I'm proud of myself. When you're in high school, you want to go to a party and you can't, you do just about anything to make sure that happens. And that's what I did. Moral of the story, guys, if you're young and you're sneaking out, well, listen, I don't recommend you sneak out when you're young. But if you do, have a plan, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed my story time. So we are pretty much done on KFC, guys. And I definitely enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, guys, do you think you could have pulled that off? Because I think I was like maybe, I want to say it was like 16 at the time, maybe 16, 17. And I don't know. Me personally, I feel like for me to come up with that idea and to think about that like beforehand at that age, I was pretty impressed. Not even a lie. All right, guys, we are coming down to the last bite. Thank you guys so much for watching this KFC mukbang and story time. Make sure you guys got a plan if you're gonna sneak out of your house when you're young. And man, big bites only. All right, guys, we are all done. Thank you guys for watching my KFC mukbang and story time. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash that like button and make sure you guys subscribe down below. We obviously had a big feast today, so I am super full. But guys, you already know how it goes. If you're Marv, stay tuned for the next episode. Marv gang.